chatting. I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful.
First of all, congratulations on your success. Really excellent performance in Paris today. We looked at the press release. Really excellent. How are you?
Oh man, I'm wonderful, man. Thank you for having me. Um, when I reflect on my success, my career, this year make 20 summers in the game. So you know, and what's most important to me is just the love that I still have for the art form,
No, 100%.
for the culture. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean?
100%.
I still, and it's a conversation that I've been having with the ones close around me. I still enjoy listening to new music. I still enjoy going
Brilliant.
to the club. I still enjoy in a room full of, just like it was day one.
Absolutely.
Like I was a young dude that was 21. So that's still what's driving my passion. And so really I couldn't be in a better space right now.
Fantastic. For you to, create this set list for tomorrow for London.
Well, my set list, I usually let the audience and the vibe determine the energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have quite a different vibe. Different records from R&B records, slow records, of course, energetic records, anthems. So it's just how do we want to do it? If it's an intimate moment,
Absolutely.
we could come in, on a record like I'm a Boss and then go into something that's a little more personal.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's, just a real wild party, we could just goddamn do the MC Hammer BMFs all night. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I just go back. I try to please the audience.
Absolutely.
And go back and forth with the swag.
Absolutely. And also your fans. Also, what can they expect tomorrow? Because obviously being in Paris, doing your tour, what sort of expectations are they expecting tomorrow and your performance?
The biggest boss. Fly as ever. Fresh haircut, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sipping on the bottle with that Luke Belair. And I'm bringing that boss energy. And I think that's what people love most about me. That boss energy. Mm-hmm. That little extra percentage of confidence that we all need sometimes. I could give them that. And then let's just have a good time.
When you first started your career, social media has been, a real influence now. But before, when I always think credit to you artists, you had to really work, give your CDs out, go to the radio stations, etc., really plug. How do you think the world is going in terms of social media now? With social media and the world, anyone could become famous, on TikTok, on Instagram, etc. Where do you feel, the music industry is going to continue?
I think the important part is I still believe it's going to be amazing music created, and there's going to be amazing artists. And to me, that's most important. There will be amazing records, and we will have amazing young artists coming up. Now, with the social media, there will be a lot more people that's introduced to us, but the downside to that is a lot of them going to come and go much quicker. It's sort of like the microwave vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You got a lot of different platforms, so you got a lot of different opportunities, and some people gonna capitalize, but the only ones that's gonna last are the ones that deserve it, and I think that's what make the culture what it is.
Absolutely right.
I don't have no problem with nobody in their grandma's closet making a record. That's dope to me. And just make it dope. You know what I'm saying?
Fantastic.
Post it, stream it, whatever it is. But I still believe at the end of the day, the ones that earn it are the ones that's going to really, stick around.
Fantastic. Now, you've collaborated, numerous of international artists. What's one... I wouldn't say who's a special, because that's wrong to say, but what's one of your favorite moments working with people in the studio? Because when you work in the studio, you collaborate, you get to know each other, understand mentally. What's an experience you had or a memory that you remember?
Jay-Z most definitely is one of them. Yeah, Jay-Z. I remember he was on tour and we went to, where the New York Knicks play. What's the name of the Madison Square Garden? Yeah, and I pulled up, and it was maybe 15 minutes before Hove went on, and I told him I had an idea for a record, and I wanted to play him a beat.
Brilliant.
Because that's something. We always kicked it like, play it, bring it. You know what I'm saying? Like you never turn the music away, and straight up 15 minutes before he went on, and I got an idea for a record. Yeah, it's called Freemasons.
Right. What was it like when you first started your career? Do you remember those days?
Well, without a doubt. And And the most important thing is about it is I actually appreciate those days more now than it's no way I could have knew. You know what I mean? That actually was preparing me for the better times. You got to experience those struggles because you're really being prepared for something great. You can't just be put in a great position without the struggle or you won't last no way. So, you know, me getting on and me trying to come on, coming from Miami where there may have been only 2 hip hop record labels at the time. And it wasn't like New York. It wasn't like Atlanta. It wasn't like a lot of different places. You either was going, you know, rock with slip and slide or shit, just jump off a roof. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so, yeah. And so, you know, I focused and did what we did. You know what I mean? It was a lot of slow nights. But once we kicked the door in, I think the industry knew it was no turning back.
Brilliant, fantastic. Now, what do you think of British music? Because obviously, you know, you must, you know, even though American music's far more, you know, greater, he's got a huge exposure. But British music, you know, music, English rappers, etc. What do you think about English music, British music, you know, rap and etc.? Yeah.
Man, it's actually, you know, it's actually been growing over the last 10 years, like on some real hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Gigs and a lot of different artists from over on your side, you know, come to the US and is embraced. I'm talking about not just as a feature artist, but more of a, you could become my partner. We homies. We in the loop together, you know?
How do you prepare mentally and physically before a concert like this? Because obviously, mental figure is also very important, physically, etc. Yeah.
I stay the same.
Well, there we go.
I really don't have to. Yeah. I'm always on go. I'm always prepared, and it's just, you know, it's to me it's more. To me it's more laying out the fashion. Me choosing which sneakers and which set of jewels I'm gonna wear because the records is something that's embedded in me. That's in my heart. You know what I mean? And once the music come on in the venue, the lights, I see the phones. I'm looking around. I see what's going on. It's like, yo, it's shit. I'm ready. The excitement is there.
You really are a pioneer and an icon to people from all different kind of backgrounds, etc. What advice would you give to young people that want to start out to become musicians or artists, etc., who may not have the finance or may not have the influence like yourself, etc.? What advice would you give?
Well, right now, not having the finances, it's nowhere near as important as it was back then when it was $200 for an hour studio time. The engineer was $75, and you know the DAT recording on ADATs and all. It was a total different time. Right now, you can still hone your craft at home at no cost. You could do that at no cost. You know what I'm saying? That's what your cell phone's for. You could do that, you know. And for young artists that's on a come up, a young artist like Dave, somebody that got a huge potential and a huge, just don't stop and be the leader and the boss you are.
Absolutely. Now, you know, you are a very successful artist, but at the same time, you're also a very intelligent businessman. You know, you've put plans together, you know, finance, etc. How do you balance being an entrepreneur and also a performer? How does one influence each other?
Well, you actually got to make sure you have a supporting team. I couldn't do it, of course, by myself. So I refuse to take all the credit. So my right hand, my partner in crime right here, which is my sister, that's who plugged up this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? This
Absolutely.
Zoom call, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I'm talking about she plays a major role down to the Zoom calls all the way up to when we in the middle of the biggest negotiations. I'm talking shit, 9 figures. You know what I'm saying?
And in your position, is it hard to trust people? Because obviously, you know, the fame, the name, you know, is it hard for you to say, hey, buddy, you're my friend, you know?
No, it's really simple. You trust no one. That's how it goes as a boss. So my team, and when I say my team, I'm talking my real bloodline. You know what I'm talking about? So that's my sister. I'm talking about hands-on, real major plays.
Brilliant.
Other than that, everybody got to present what's going on each and every time we make a move.
Fantastic.
And as young artists, you don't have to take nobody's word. No, show me. So you could learn at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Learn as you watch. Learn and go along. Have whoever your partner is, whatever you paying them for, have them explain it to you.
Absolutely.
And it ain't nothing personal. This is just me getting better at being me. That's all it is.
Absolutely, Rick. And my last couple of questions for you, sir, and I'll let you enjoy your evening. In terms of projects in the future, now obviously you're working on, your tour, which is fantastic. What coming projects or what coming collaborations are you working on that you would like your fans or people that you haven't told anyone before? Something that would be something that your fans or the media would love to know about.
Well, most definitely for my fans, I want you to know with the release of my newest single, Minx in Miami, along with Max B French Montana, we actually I'm putting the final touches on my next album, Set in Stone.
Fantastic.
Yeah, without a doubt. So it's gonna be something that's heavy. It's heavy. It's real bottom heavy. And I'm just excited for the streets to get to it. And other than that, I got my car show coming up June 13th. I got a new book I'm releasing. So I'm just remaining.
Can you tell me about
creative.
Can you tell me about your book? Love to know about your book.
Yeah, the Renaissance of a Boss. It's basically just talking about after being in the game 20 years and finding ways to reinvigorate yourself.
Fantastic.
Find ways to recharge yourself. Find ways to make sure, even though you're a veteran, it still feels new.
100%. I agree.
Yeah, so
Right.
so that's what we're discussing.
Right. Well, Rick Ross, I want to say thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And thank you for talking to us. And congratulations on all your success. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Hopefully you get to meet in person. But really, congratulations on your tour.